Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Venus, or Sailor V, Sailor Hellas World here, Mina here, and today we're going to talk about Sailor Moon A New Tale, Now, first off, I don't know that much about it, you know, I just happened to watch, well, I didn't see, but I happened to see a film, and someone's talking about it. I didn't watch the film, so I can't tell you about it. Now, when someone hears new tale, what could that mean? Well, does that mean that NAOKO Takeuchi wrote one more book and drew one more book? Or does it mean something else? And as we know, there were two, takes on the Sailor Moon books. Yes, there were the first 5 books that came out. Then there were the Sailor Moon, later years, which folks like to call Side World Sailor Moon. And that was mostly it. Now, the Sailor Moon A New Tale, does this take up where the other books left off at? Or is this just another forlaying of the same books that were forlayed many times in the past? That I don't have the answer for, to tell you the truth. Because since I did not watch that film, I looked at that film and read the name, but I have not watched the film fully to let you know what it is. Now, which say that there was a new tale that came out, which say that NAOKO Takeuchi, or TAKEUCHI, however you say her name, did write and draw one more Sailor Moon book. Now, a lot of folks are going to say that, how do you know she did or did not? And the answer is, I do not know. But let's say she did. That would mean that she wanted to make one more tale of Sailor Moon. And what would this new tale be about? That I don't know. But then again, the name new can be a little misleading, because as you know, anytime someone said new, it was always the same books being forlayed again. Like what happened many years ago, starting back in 2012 YL, when the books got forlayed, because those books were forlayed many times in the past. There was a first forlaying, the ones, there were the Tokyo Pop ones, whatever the name of that business that did it was. Then there were another take and another take and another take. So yeah, there were many takes of the Sailor Moon books, being forlayed. Sometimes with update drawings, sometimes with, a word shift to help folks that might not understand everything was being said. But that was mostly it, because I don't really think there are any new books, or a new tale would just mean another book that got forlayed with maybe up-to-date drawings, maybe with more word shift that told you what was being said and what was, being done, if you didn't understand it. And that's it. That's what, in my belief, that's what I think this new book is. It is another take on another take on another take. But then again, I could be wrong too. Now, the drawing that I saw in that film should tell you something. It had Sailor Moon, Serena, she was already shapeshifted. It had Darien, he was already shapeshifted. Serena was already Sailor Moon, he was already Tuxedo Mask or Evening Wear Hide. Or even wear Clothing Hide. So that should tell you something. And they look like the way they look in every telling of Sailor Moon. Like how they start out and how they look like. he doesn't shift all that much, but Sailor Moon shifts throughout all the 5 followings, and that's if you're just talking about the books, because there are 5 books. And all the 5 drawing shows, if you're thinking about the Viz work, but we're talking about the Deke and Pioneer work, so that would be really 4. And she shifts. So seeing her the way she was in the beginning leads me into believing that it was just another book with more updated drawings and more word shifting to help you understand what's being said. You know, that's what I think. But I could be wrong, you know. But I'm just going to play it well and say that's what I believe is, because I'm not going to jump the gun and say something that later on shifts out not to be true. So give this film a like, share it, playlist it, and we'll see you later.